Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the back to school night for the 2021-2022 school year. Thank you for joining us. We would like to start this evening with our leader, Father Ben, who has a video prayer and message for us.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you here. Let us begin this evening as we do all things, mindful of God's presence in our life, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
This reading that we have for this evening is from St. Paul to Timothy, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. First of all, then, I ask that supplications, prayers, petitions, and thanksgivings be offered for everyone, for kings and for all authority, and may lead a quiet and tranquil life in our devotion and dignity. This is good and pleasing to God our Savior, who wills everyone to be saved and to come to knowledge of the truth. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and all the blessings you bestow upon us, especially the gift of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. We ask in a special way to continue to send your loving Spirit through your Son down upon all of us here at this parish school of St. Mark's. Continue to open our hearts and our minds to the love you have for each one of us. Which love your Son, so us, love us, and bring us salvation right with your Father. The truth that we study here at this school, and especially the community, and it's centered around our Lord Jesus Christ and the universe. We ask for the intercession of our Blessed Mother to continue to keep us always close to your Son. We may one day be forever with you in heaven. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Well, again, welcome everybody to this evening, this virtual night, back to school night. We've been having school for the last couple of weeks now, and COVID is with us, and this pandemic just won't seem to go away. I thank you all for your patience and understanding and patience that we need to make sure that our students, our young disciples, your children, are healthy, but most especially that they can attend in-person school. It's important for us because it's pretty important to show children this school. Anything like that, their education is. And our goal here is to come to church as we already are reading from Paul to Timothy, is praying for everybody's salvation, supporting one another, and really as a community, what needs is that we pursue the best of them. We don't want to judge them, and I say, all the other way around the job. So help me understand when you don't understand. And this is because one person's agenda, one person's thought, saying, really, one children are examples here. So, again, welcome everybody. Again, Brother Ben, Pastor Aaron, and we have a wonderful educational leader in our school. Starting now in our 6th year, this is one. Donna is a tremendous person of faith and of education. So many lessons. Not only construction that you see, and hopefully taking a tour at the tank to tell you about over his leadership in that point, but especially Donna's work just about working out for salvation as well. So really saying I take it seriously, not only her salvation, but her relationship with Christ, but trying to facilitate the relationship. Jesus. To all of you, number 2, I'd like to just think about just briefly a letter about ministry with for grade 11, the role this child to be engaged in, and it's just a way for hopefully parents and our children to be united in some work. So it's outreach ministry, so we it's simple, but recognizing that being part of communities, we all have our place, and we all have do check with Juliet. Number two, there's a lot going on, a lot of divisions going on with COVID and Afghanistan and the war there and Haiti and Hurricane Ida and just political tensions and everything like that. And praying with this, over this, sometimes makes us feel like we can do something. As Christians, there's one thing we can do, and that means we can pray. And so we have these Ember Days coming up, September 15th, which is a Wednesday, traditional day for Christians to fast. Another traditional day, 17th of September, to fast and pray. And then Saturday, the day to fast and pray. It's traditional put in the church for both Ember Days. There's some that are associated with farming and stuff like that, but they're really days of prayer. So that's what we're going to be embarking on, whether it's you in a difficult family situation, or a work situation, child, or at work, or how sick you might feel about past sins, friends, or Afghanistan, things like this. We need to pray. We need to give thanks. Some demons in the world, we need to pray that. Aiming on the September 18th concludes with mercy. And it's a night where people who are looking for help, assistance, prayers in their sufferings, maybe their regrets, their sins, it's an evening for adoration. We just come before the Lord and pray. And confession may be available, or simply be made available. Maybe you're just a person that just wants someone else to pray. So be there to pray with you. Prayer teams will be there. Please do take advantage of that. And all of our deacons will be there to pray with you. So it's just an evening just to pray and ask for God's mercy in our world and in our lives. The next morning, we have 11 o'clock Mass. We'll have a procession to our school because Christ is the center of our school, specifically in the Eucharist. That's why the chapel in our renovation is going to be the centerpiece. So everyone that comes into our school will recognize Jesus is the center of this school. Next weekend is really our parish picnic. It's Oktoberfest. It'll be an all-out worship. Certainly Mass begins, celebration of that, and then it continues on. We'll have some sausages coming from North Idaho, and my grandma's recipe from years ago, and they're delicious. We'll have some good beer, and we'll have kid games and everything like that. We might even have axe throwing, because what could possibly go wrong without having beer and axes together? And the third weekend is our evangelization retreat, October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. If you haven't been one, or you're like, I don't know about the Lord or this whole relationship, what is this Jesus thing and stuff like that? I want this retreat because it's an encounter with the Lord Jesus. That's the point of our Catholic education. It's to grow deeper relationship with Jesus as we learn the truth in the maths, sciences, history, and everything like that. Christ is awesome. It's constant learning. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening with the virtual. Mrs. Martin is going to be speaking here in just a moment. Please continue to show her your love and respect. She's a wonderful, gifted leader. It's a pleasure to be here with her. Brother Ben, God bless you, and thank you again for choosing St. Mark's.
Thank you so much, Father Ben. I can't thank you enough for your support. And I agree, our community has been incredible and their support as we start this new school year. So let's begin with our agenda. We are going to briefly mention our mission and vision of the school, talk about an accreditation self-study that we are in this year, some procedures and protocols, introduction to our amazing school organizations, and a Journey with Us update on our construction project. So our vision and mission for our school. St. Mark's Catholic School is dedicated to educating student disciples in body, mind, and spirit through the collaboration of families, community, and the church. Our mission is that we foster academic excellence rooted in the Catholic faith and Christian values. Our goals for the 21-22 school year is to help all students, parents, and staff grow closer in their relationships to Jesus Christ, to live our mission, carry out our accreditation action plan goals and the goals of the strategic plan. These documents can be found in the office and online, and to provide a safe in-person learning for the entire year for all of our students. A brief word about accreditation. This year, we are in a self-study year. It is an accreditation process done through the Western Catholic Education Association. The purpose for this accreditation is it drives ongoing school improvement. It's focused on Catholic identity and student learning, and it's fueled by reflection and introspection. The main goal is, what are we doing great? What do we need to improve on, and how overall can we improve our student learning? There are 12 accreditation factors that we dive into, and all shareholders, meaning our faculty, our staff, our parents, our parish, our community, are all involved in this process. Parent involvement is super important. When to start this self-study out, we will be sending out a parent and student surveys. That feedback is really important for us as we begin this process. Our self-study completes in this whole year. We'll be taking those first Fridays of the month to work on this process. And in March or spring of 2023 is when an accreditation team comes and visits our school and lets us know how we're doing and whether or not we will receive another 6-year accreditation, which is, of course, a goal. A little bit about our enrollment this year. We have 361 students this year. They're enrolled preschool through 8th grade. Here's a breakdown of the numbers per grade level. And I'm excited that we have 65 new families this year. So I pray when you see new faces that you're introducing yourselves and making them feel welcome into our community. Some routines and procedures I want to go over. Pick up and drop off, dress code, mask, communication, our student information system, and volunteer hours. This recording is for our returning families. And so I don't have to go into too much depth on this because you're familiar with the process. Please don't leave your car unattended when picking up your children. If you have to leave your car, if you could find a parking spot and then walk across, that would be great. I am the biggest animal lover on the planet, I think. I love all animals except snakes. I have to ask that you leave pets in the vehicle. They create quite a distraction for our students. And as we know, our parking lot can be pretty chaotic, and we want to keep distractions to a minimum. And for those parents that paid thousands of dollars for their parking spots, those cutout spaces on the north side of the building on Northview, there's 2 spots there and they are reserved. So please don't use those spots. This pickup map went home before school started. We are in the middle of construction, so we've narrowed this down. One of the ways we've tried to alleviate the stress of afternoon pickup and morning drop off, well, afternoon pickup for sure, is 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade that don't have younger siblings are being picked up at the parish, which has really helped a lot. One new procedure that we're starting with our 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that remain here because they do have younger siblings. If they have a sibling that is in preschool or kindergarten, they may walk from here down our makeshift pedestrian sidewalk and stand with their younger siblings. That will help parents. What we've noticed since school started is parents are parking to pick up their kindergartner or preschooler, and then they've got to get back in their car and then drive over and pick up middle schoolers. So again, if those 5th through 8th graders have a sibling in preschool or kindergarten, they may stand with them. So it can alleviate some of those issues for those parents. You may begin dropping off at 7:30 in the morning. We're not having parents in the building at this time to walk through hallways and such. So if you would like to escort your child to the playground, you may do that. But again, please park your vehicle in a parking spot, not in our drop-off zones. In the afternoons, the teachers are out there with their students to ensure safety. Again, if please stay in your vehicle, we will release your child to you. And every effort will be made to have those students out by 3 o'clock. Sometimes things run over, so please be patient there. At 3:15, if students are not picked up, they'll be signed into the homework club. A little bit about dress code and uniform suppliers. We know Educational Outfitters is where we can go for our spirit wear and sweatshirts. Lands' End, Old Navy, JCPenney, they do a great job of selling uniform pants and basic shirts and tops. Dress code issues. We're entering our 4th week of school and we're having some dress code issues, and just wanted to remind everyone, the biggest ones we see: socks, they need to be solid colored, black, gray, or white. Shoes should be predominantly 85% one of these colors: white, navy, black, brown. Please, no neon sparkles, wheels, light up shoes, those kind of things. Hair, no artificial hair color. It should be above the collar for boys and over the ears, and kind of like mine, above the eyebrows. And mass dress, plaid, school plaid, Dunbar plaid, or navy ties only. Navy ties can be purchased in the office for only $10. All must wear a white button-up shirt, and no shorts or hoodies are allowed on Mass Day. Mass every Wednesday, my favorite day of the week to go to Mass as a whole school at 8:30, and we also attend on holy days of obligation. Each week, a different class hosts a Mass, and you can check the monthly calendar on our website for that schedule, and families are welcome. There's a section behind the student body for the public to sit, and if you choose to attend, your student may sit with you unless they are helping to host Mass. Then we ask them to stay with their class. We are serving hot lunch. It's $3.50 per lunch. We use the Easy Lunch app. You can maintain a positive balance by making payments to the office. You can make a payment online. They charge a little bit of a processing fee there. We have been eating outdoors this year, which has been actually really nice to have the kids outside with their masks off and fresh air. Communication is definitely the most important part of our partnership as school and parents and families. Please read our Friday Facts each week. I know it's long. There's a lot of information in there, but it's important that you click on that and see what's going on with the school. Email me anytime. I'm pretty good about getting back to folks that have emailed me. If you don't hear back from me in a day, I'd send another one, and I promise I will get back. Our website, great information on our website. There's information, just a lunch calendar, our monthly calendars, our yearly calendar. There's also information about COVID tracking, the decision-making trees are in there, and what's happening in our community and what's happening within our building. That can all be found on our website. We have a very active Facebook and Parent and Plus portals for our returning families. This should be familiar. We use Redecur as our student information system. You have access to that. You should have your login information from last year. If you have misplaced that or can't log in, please contact the office and they will get that straightened out for you. As part of that Redecur software, we use Admin Plus Notify. That's where our text messages are coming from. If there's a school closure or an important announcement, a reminder, those come through text messaging. We also send emails out through this software program as well. As you know, each family is committed to 24 hours of volunteering at the school, 6 hours towards the dinner auction, and 18 hours to a variety of school opportunities. We're asking each family to maintain a log of their volunteer hours at home. The template is on our website now. Please log hours regularly and submit them at the end of each quarter. That's really helpful. We'll send out an update at the end of the first semester to just show progress on those hours. Any family member may record hours for your family, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, and a safe environment workshop is needed. And in person, if you have not taken a safe environment workshop, the first one needs to be in person or virtual. And then for those of you who have already completed that, there is a yearly class on CMG Connect. You log into CMG Connect and you can see your status and what class you need to take in order to stay current. Check Friday Facts for dates for either online options or in-person options this year. And again, before you volunteer in the school, you'll need to have that. Lots of volunteer opportunities. We have School Board, Education Foundation, and home and school representatives. We are always in need of folks in the cafeteria to help us. We have a garden ministry, there's classroom help, library help, once our library gets fully functioning. There's Catholic Council of Women that you may volunteer for, and again, the dinner auction. Now I want to introduce you to some important people in our community, and the first is a message from our parish. They would like to talk to us briefly about if you have questions about sacraments or religious education. So here's Ginger and Jordan. Thank you, Ginger, and thank you, Jordan. I want to talk briefly about our amazing Home and School Association. The mission of the association is to promote the education and welfare of the youth at St. Mark's School through fundraising activities and to provide an avenue for parents and teachers to give a voice in advancing spiritual and educational interests within the school community. Our current board members are listed here. By default, all parents are part of the Home and School Association, and they are involved in many activities at the school and are always in need of help and have several volunteer opportunities to help meet that volunteer requirement. Their meetings are held on the second Monday of every month at 7 o'clock. It immediately follows the school board meeting, which is at 5:30 on the second Monday of every month. And this year they'll be in Mrs. Schute's homeroom, which is in the middle school. All are welcome to attend. I can't say enough about the association and everything they do for our school. These are just some of the events that encourage the vision of building strong school-family relationships. They are listed here. In addition to these amazing events that they sponsor and host, without home and school, we would not have instructional aides in the classroom, which is a special privilege for us here at St. Mark's. We would not have an integrated Spanish program. We wouldn't have an integrated art program. So they're very instrumental in offering enrichment and important staff to our school. So please, if you feel called, join home and school. Part of home and school is our dinner auction. I have a special announcement about our dinner auction this year. One of our chairs is Mr. Jay Noller, I'm going to play his video here shortly. He does coach over at BK, so I'm going to add Go Lions to his background. And here is Jay.
Community. My name is Jay Noller, and I'm the co-chair of this year's St. Mark's School Auction, along with Emily Steck. We want to thank you for taking the time to participate in this year's back to school event, and wanted to take a moment to update everyone on the status of this year's school auction. For us, the goal of the auction is not only to support the amazing teachers, but also to have an event where parents can meet face to face, hug, shake hands, and share an amazing experience together in person. Over the past few months, myself and the rest of the auction team have been watching the situation Idaho closely, and have been looking to the leadership of Father Ben, St. Alphonsus, and St. Luke's. As of this morning, Idaho has enacted a crisis of standards care in northern Idaho. And last week, we saw a record number of emergency room visits, hospitalization, ICU patients, and there's only 4 ICU beds available in the state. So what's that for us? And how do we balance the desire from our community for an in-person event and to be good stewards of our community? The bottom line is we postpone. This will allow our medical community to catch up and allow us to meet face to face and celebrate our school community and the amazing work our students and teachers are doing every day. So the new date is now February 26th, and I'm just saying it happens to be very close to Mardi Gras. Myself and Emily are blessed to continue to work on this event, but we can't do it without you. Please keep an eye out for the Sign Up Genius and this week's Friday Facts to see how you can help us with the planning of this exciting event. Thank you for your time, and please reach out to me directly with any questions at jnoller@gmail.com or call text at 208-241-4845. Have a great evening. Thank you to all the teachers, and thank you to all the parents for being such an amazing part of our school. Have a great night.
Thank you, Jay. On to our school board. Your school board is an advisory board. Here is a list of our members and officers. As I mentioned, we meet on the second Monday of every month, just like home and school. We meet at 5:30 in the middle school. Our next meeting is on September 13th. All are welcome. There is part of our agenda every monthly meeting for public comments that usually happens around 6:30, 6:45. So all are welcome to attend those meetings. Our St. Mark's Education Foundation. It's in place to ensure that quality, affordable Catholic education is available to this and future generations. I apologize. I have an older slide. Here we go. Sorry about that. Jason Smith is our president. Their meetings are held quarterly. Their next meeting is September 14th at 6:30 in the parish room number 107, and all are welcome. They're always looking for new members. So please, you are all welcome to attend. And again, it's another way to meet those volunteer hours. The mission of the foundation is to support and promote and raise money for the school. They fundraise, they invest those raised funds and donations to generate income and they use that income to fund scholarships. And since 2010, they've given over $525,000 to our school and to families. Again, volunteers are welcome, and you can become a board member, an event volunteer, or both. They do host an annual golf tournament that happens in May. And board members, if you have a background in development or marketing, communications, or financial or legal matters, contact Peter Vaughn and he can give you more information. We're just about ready to wrap up my portion of the back to school night. I did want to give an update about the Journey with Us Phase 2 project. There's some pictures up on the screen of our progress. I'm excited about that. To date, we have raised $1,085,105.88. This is out of the $2.7 million we need for the entire phase. To date, we've received 150 pledges from parish and school families. We have about 1,700 or over 1,700 families. And so we're asking to prayerfully consider helping our campaign. The pictures you see is the framing of classrooms, and sheetrocking. Painting actually is starting tomorrow in those classrooms. And we are on target to be in those classrooms on October 7th. We're still trying to raise some funds to complete the east entrance of the school. What you see in that image is actually the entrance and exit for coming out to the middle school. The east entrance of our building will be the new main entrance to our school. And we're trying to raise just a little bit more money so we can complete that project during the school year as well. For the rest of the evening, you should have been emailed links to a live Zoom session with your children's teachers. The first session will start at 7. The second session starts at 7:30. And those sessions will be recorded and links will be sent out from the homeroom teacher for those that are unable to attend. Please, if you need to speak to your child's teacher individually, please email them to set up a separate time to meet. They're always happy to do that. Questions, please email me or call the school. I'm always happy to answer. That's one thing we miss when we do this virtually, is to have that opportunity for questions. So please feel free to ask any questions you have, any concerns, any feedback. I'm always willing to listen and respond. So email or give us a call. I can't thank you enough for choosing St. Mark's. I'm excited about this school year. We're off to a wonderful start. Some upcoming events. MAP testing begins on the 13th. We're going to do that for 2 weeks. Your child's teacher will send you the exact dates that they will be administering those tests in the classroom. Great night's sleep, great breakfast are all wonderful testing strategies. Ember Days, Father Benson mentioned those over at the parish from the 15th through the 18th. Sunday, following the 11 o'clock Mass, we'll have the Eucharistic procession, and excited about Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 25th, our students will be hosting that Mass, and then lots of festivities that Father Ben mentioned after that. Again, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening getting to know your children's teachers and having questions answered. Have a blessed evening, and thank you for all of your support. God bless.